In today's discussion, we will address the recent context and future of Trayvon Diggs following his injury. Additionally, there will be updates regarding other injuries within the team. The Cowboys have added a new quarterback, and details about this acquisition will be clarified soon. Today marks the deadline for decisions on fifth-year options, making it crucial to stay informed on this matter. The decision-making process regarding Micah is still unfolding. There is an opportunity to predict the date Micah might sign or be traded, and the closest correct guess, following a small contribution, will receive a portion of the total funds raised. Currently, the pool is already significant, so contributions with predictions are encouraged. To avoid overlapping dates, entries can be checked online. Now, turning to Trayvon Diggs, Jerry Jones has publicly expressed great appreciation for Diggs' current rehabilitation efforts. While praising him, Jones reflected on last year's efforts, mentioning that Diggs is now fully committed, something essential for a faster and more effective recovery. He implied that a lack of effort might increase the risk of re-injury, suggesting that Diggs may have learned from past experiences. This could be interpreted as somewhat critical of Diggs. Reports from a few months ago indicated internal concerns about how Diggs initially approached his rehab. Once training camp began, improvements were noted, though the team's frustration with his earlier effort was apparent. It seems the organization's perception of Diggs shifted after he signed his contract. When they arrived at training camp, things appeared fine on the surface, but the Cowboys' frustration with Diggs was still clear. Their attitude seems to have changed since he got his new deal. Unfortunately, Diggs will not be ready for week 1 of the season. The timing and recovery process pose major challenges. While it's expected he'll return at some point, his outlook for the upcoming season remains uncertain. The Cowboys invested a valuable draft pick in a promising quarterback from East Carolina University, who may be ready to take over. The injury situation will be discussed further, and this rookie could become the Cowboys' starting quarterback this season or the next. There's also talk of a contract extension for another player. While that seems likely, it's unclear whether Diggs will get a similar opportunity. A plausible and perhaps most likely scenario is that the Cowboys may part ways with Trayvon Diggs after this season, much to the dismay of a close friend. His future is uncertain, and whether he will remain with the Cowboys is a major topic of conversation. If any announcements appear on this platform, considering and sharing opinions could be useful. Unlike this year, when Diggs' contract included injury guarantees, the Cowboys can opt out of the deal next year if they choose. The decision regarding Diggs is still pending. He is due a considerable amount this year, which will remain unchanged. Next year's cap hit is notable, but the Cowboys could save a significant sum by releasing him before a specific date. After that, potential savings could increase substantially. The team would only be responsible for the remaining signing bonus in his contract. It's worth noting that there is no guaranteed money left in Diggs' deal after this season, allowing for an easy exit if desired. When healthy, despite some tackling concerns, his contributions are valued. He's a talented player, but staying healthy is critical. If he cannot maintain his fitness, the situation becomes complicated. There is still a significant amount of money tied to Diggs' contract after next season, but the team could easily move on if necessary. When fully fit, even with some defensive shortcomings, his performance is appreciated. He's seen as a solid contributor, but again, health is key. If he fails to recover or return to form after another major knee injury, which is a serious concern, the team may be forced to make a difficult decision. Attention now turns to Savone Revel. He is expected to begin the season on the physically unable to perform PUP list during training camp, but there is optimism that Bryce will play and take the field this year. He's following a standard recovery timeline after an ACL injury. Revel's name has been mentioned for the PUP list, but his progress will be monitored closely. The team doctor who performed the surgery is optimistic. The young player is highly motivated and has a clear opportunity ahead of him. He could exceed expectations, especially if he begins practicing during camp, though it may take longer than expected. There is a desire not to rush his return, as lessons were learned from previous cases of premature comebacks. Still, his return is important. Revel plays as an outside cornerback, while the primary options for slot cornerback are Israel Muamu and Don Bland. With Diggs out for Week 1, the ideal scenario would involve Revel returning during training camp, preferably as soon as possible, to make a meaningful impact. Had he been fully healthy, he likely wouldn't have been available in the 3rd round, or maybe even the 2nd. Additionally, rookie draft gear from the Cowboys is available for purchase, including various shirts, Brooklyn-themed items, and the official 2025 NFL Draft Cap. More details are available in the comments and description, with t-shirts and uniforms for rookies available as well. The situation is relevant because it involves Dak, the quarterback, the Cowboys, and Stephen Jones. A similar process is underway. Dak is progressing in his recovery and will participate in organized team activities and minicamp. Stephen Jones highlighted this, indicating a cautious approach. If it were up to Dak, he'd already be throwing past his teammates, eager to play the Giants on Monday night. This raises the question of whether the Cowboys are scheduled to face the Giants on Monday Night Football this season, or if he's referring to the traditional season-opening clash. This cautious management will support wise decision-making around Dak's recovery, especially given his eagerness to return to the field. In summary, Jones says Dak is ready, but since it's May, extreme caution will be used. This is to be expected. He needs to be protected from his own competitive drive. One of the challenges Dak faces in returning from injuries is the tendency to push himself too hard. His passion for football is admirable, but when that passion can't be expressed on the field, it sometimes leads to setbacks. So, what's your confidence level? That's the key question. This aspect raises the greatest concern about the quarterback. Can he stay healthy? His recent history raises legitimate concerns. On a scale of 1 to 10, the addition of a new quarterback, even if just for a few days, is notable. A former Houston quarterback will try out for the Cowboys during rookie minicamp this weekend. This continues the Cowboys' trend of bringing in a quarterback for rookie camp, as someone is needed to throw passes, especially since Joe Milton is ineligible. Following the 2023 season, several observers praised this quarterback, seeing potential for him to become a solid player. He appeared on some watch lists for the draft, but faced significant challenges in 2024. He transitioned from a promising player with a strong build, a powerful arm, and good mobility to a disappointment this past year. Nevertheless, his upside may still be greater than that of some recent rookie quarterbacks. Fans have mentioned names such as Mike Hennessy and Matthew McKay. Nick Starkel, who is relatively well known, and Terry Wilson are also on the list. J.T. Barrett, one of the more famous names, never made it in the NFL due to a lack of physical tools. He's currently working as a quarterbacks coach for an NFL team, if you didn't know. Brady Davis was also among the names mentioned. These are examples of players who didn't earn contracts, as opportunities are being prioritized for Joe Milton. Regarding off-season training, rookie minicamp will begin next Friday, with more information coming Monday. Organized team activities will start on May 19th and continue through early June, while mandatory minicamp is scheduled for June 10th to 12th. Notifications about all these activities, especially rookie camp, are forthcoming as we move toward training camp. To wrap up, fifth-year options. As expected, the Cowboys exercised the fifth-year option for Tyler Smith, resulting in an estimated cost of $21.72 million. This was an obvious decision, as he's an outstanding player. The team should consider a long-term deal, as not doing so would be unwise. In contrast, Kyer Elam's fifth-year option was not picked up, which came as no surprise. The team had already traded draft picks and didn't plan to invest heavily in Elam, whose option was worth $12.68 million and was declined as expected. He will become a free agent after the upcoming season. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. The Dallas Cowboys have made a bold move in bolstering their receiving core by signing standout wide receiver Teteroa McMillan to a 3-year deal. The former Arizona Wildcat star, known for his exceptional ball skills and route-running precision, is expected to bring a new dynamic to the Cowboys' offense. McMillan, who had a breakout college career in the Pac-12, has long been viewed as one of the most polished and NFL-ready wideouts of his class. Standing at 6 feet 5 inches and boasting elite body control, he adds a much-needed vertical threat to Dallas' passing attack. McMillan's signing signals a clear intention by the Cowboys to add depth and playmaking ability behind CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks. With Michael Gallup no longer in the picture, the opportunity was wide open for a new face to step in, and McMillan fits that bill perfectly. The 3-year contract shows the team's confidence in his ability to contribute immediately and grow into a central figure in their offensive scheme. In college, McMillan consistently showcased his ability to win contested catches and find separation against some of the nation's top defensive backs. His final season saw him rack up over 1,200 receiving yards and 10 touchdowns, confirming his status as a top-tier talent. Beyond the numbers, his maturity, football IQ, and leadership qualities were frequently praised by Arizona's coaching staff. Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy expressed his excitement during the team's post-signing press conference, highlighting McMillan's size, hands, and route discipline as traits that stood out during scouting. Quarterback Dak Prescott also reportedly endorsed the move, eager to have another reliable target on the field. With the NFC East shaping up to be another ultra-competitive division, adding a young playmaker like McMillan could prove to be a difference-maker as Dallas looks to finally make a deep playoff run. McMillan arrives in Dallas with high expectations, and if his college production is any indication, the Cowboys may have just found one of the steals of this offseason. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.